everyone, this is Shadow Dragon from the DCUO community, and I'm doing a little test here with Pokemon Go. There's a recording software that updated with my phone a while back, so I thought I'd test it out. I thought maybe I'd give a little bit of history of my knowledge of Pokemon, which is very little. Yeah, I actually missed the whole trend when it first came out. I had started college when it made it big in the US, so a lot of my friends were into it, the friends that were like 1 to 3 years younger, because it was just popular around the high school level. So when I went to college, I was kind of separated from everything. I didn't watch TV, didn't watch movies, didn't know what was going on in the world really. So yeah, I kind of skipped that stage, but like when I went back for vacation, I did watch a few episodes here and there, and of course my friends were talking about it. So I am familiar with like Generation 1 stuff. When this game came out, I knew all the species that came out at launch. But when they did that update with the Johto region creatures, like I didn't know any of those. So I would say I'm very much beginner to casual as far as Pokemon goes. So right now I just want to see if there are any raids going on, and also rare ones. So Charmander is rare in this region. I think they bumped up his spawn rate with... There was like a fire promo a while back, so that must still be going on into the anniversary. The rest of these guys are pretty common in my area. When they did the Johto ones, pretty much all of those were common here. So they must have heard feedback and made those like even more evenly spread than the first generation. So raids. 2 are close by, and it's not fully loaded yet, so I don't know where they are. I'm looking at the lower ones, of course, because so far as I've been around, I haven't run into any other players, and I could take like the level 1 raids by myself. They're rated at 5 players, but like I'll usually go through 2 Pokemon, and sometimes if I get really lucky, 1. To defeat the raid boss. So they're actually not that hard, and it's kind of good that they made an easy level 1, just in case you're in an area that's not too populated. Okay, so this one here is at 4:17, so that's another 20 minutes. Oh, and this one is really close to me. So for now, let's try to get this Charmander. So for about a year, I've just been kind of hopping from spot to spot and collecting stuff, like just collecting items and catching different species, but only like when I'm moving from place to place. Like I didn't really go out of my way to play this. So I have very little battle experience, and I didn't really dive into the stats until I started subscribing to Nick's Trainer Tips channel. Alright, the triangulation is starting to catch up. So you're going to notice like the avatar moving a little bit erratically sometimes. And that's due to the amount of Wi-Fi in the area, because it's detecting various Wi-Fi signals and trying to triangulate my position. So the more Wi-Fi, the more accurate. And sometimes if I'm in an area that has less Wi-Fi, it's going to bounce around a bit more. Okay, I need to clear my inventory. Now it's kind of bouncing around. I'm like right in front of the stop, but it's not detecting it.
What the heck? Hey! What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, there's something, not the one I'm looking for. Alright, so there's going to be a cut in there, because I'm pretty new to this video program, and it put my icon like right on top of one of the things I'm supposed to push, so I had to figure out how to move that around. Fortunately, this guy didn't get away while I was doing that. Yeah, there goes the Charmander. Alright, so it's 25 minutes until the raid starts. And there's the Charmander after it fled. That's like another Charmander. This time we're gonna get some extra candies. Also, you'll notice that I keep clearing my inventory because I'm kind of in an area that has a ton of stops, so I'm always getting a lot more items than I actually get a chance to use. And you have to do that because if your bag is full, you won't get experience from the stop. And that's why I'm also throwing out raspberries to common species. And right now I'm also keeping anything I catch because I'm not at the level where I kind of memorize whether they're good or not. I don't know too much about the moves, although I do have an idea about the IVs. There's room for one more stop at least. I think what I'll do from here is I'll take a coffee break stop, and by the time that's done, the raid should be ready. So I'll cut off the video here. Alright, took a break, cleaned some stuff up in my inventory, and ready to head back to the raid location. And we're going to cross back over the same stops because those would have refreshed by now. But I also wanted to point something out as we pass by this upcoming gym. Like, since this is a DCUO channel, I'm always going to try to give it a DCUO flavor. I've noticed a lot of players play both games, and the devs are also, a lot of the devs are into this too. And surprisingly, this game sort of has a similar problem. with DCUO. Because as you know, we have that stats revamp coming up, the whole CR differential and making stats matter. There's sort of a similar problem with this game. Their CR combat rating is actually called combat power, so it's called CP. And what they do is they lay out the gym battles based on CP, but that kind of hides the actual stats of which ones are harder. It's actually not going to display the gym right now because there's an upcoming raid over here. I'll see if we come across another example of that. Nope, I don't think there's another example. But the way it works when you visit a gym is you're facing like the lowest CP all the way up to the highest CP to dethrone the gym. But that's not necessarily the order of difficulty, because there's a lot of hidden stats, which in that case makes the stats not matter. I think my inventory's full again. You can unload it on these guys though. Gotta pick these guys up for Stardust. Oh wow, that is a pretty good egg. And that means it's time to do another. Almost there. Now, this is sort of a wonky area for connections. Hopefully I don't get disconnected. a little bit. Because I did a previous video where I had Victory Bell in there, so let me start with Executor. And hopefully I don't have to go past Victory Bell. Okay, so this is the first time I actually see another player. This should be really easy. Because like one player could take this, but certainly it'd be easy for like 2 to 5. Now I actually thought my level was low because like I basically didn't play that much of this until the raids came out. But I guess a lot of people took breaks because it sort of became repetitive. Alright, here we go. He's going down really fast. Yeah, that was really fast. And I actually got that one before. That's always the type that's in this particular location. Although this one is higher than the last time I saw it. Oh wow, some lag. There's a lot of lag right now. I should probably stick with a regular thread. Okay, let's see what's next. The rest are pretty far away. Yeah, there's pretty much only 2 locations that I could hit up, but I actually don't have any extra anyway. But anyway, just wanted to try recording one of those. And we'll see how this goes from here. Alright, thanks for watching.